Magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body, from your heart to your muscles to your brain. And yet, studies suggest that up to 70–80% of people don't get enough of it. So taking magnesium seems like a smart decision. But here's what most people don't realize. Taking magnesium at the wrong time or in the wrong condition can actually be dangerous. In some cases, it can affect your heart rhythm, your breathing, and even how your medications work. And the worst part? Many people take it daily without knowing if their body actually needs it, or if it could be putting them at risk. That's why in this video, we're going to break this down clearly. The 4 warning signs when you should avoid magnesium, and the 5 signs your body may actually need it. Because when it comes to magnesium, doing the right thing at the wrong time can do more harm than good. Warning sign 1, kidney issues. Let's start with one of the most important warning signs, your kidneys. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering excess magnesium out of your body. When everything is working properly, this system keeps your levels balanced. But if your kidney function is reduced, even slightly, this balance can change. Because instead of removing excess magnesium, your body starts to retain it, and that's where the risk begins. This condition is known as magnesium buildup. At first, it may not feel serious. You might notice nausea, fatigue, or a general sense of weakness. But as levels continue to rise, the effects can become more severe. Muscle control may weaken. Breathing can become more difficult. Heart rhythm can become unstable. In extreme cases, this can become life-threatening. And the most concerning part, many people with early kidney issues don't even realize it. That's why taking magnesium without understanding your kidney health can be risky. But kidney health isn't the only factor, because the next warning sign can affect you even if your organs are working perfectly fine. Warning sign 2, low blood pressure. Now here's something many people don't expect. Magnesium naturally relaxes your blood vessels, which is why it's often used to support heart health. But this effect isn't always beneficial, especially if your blood pressure is already on the lower side. Because when blood vessels relax too much, your blood pressure can drop further than it should. And when that happens, your body struggles to maintain proper circulation. You may start to feel lightheaded, dizzy when standing, or unsteady while walking. In some cases, people even experience fainting episodes. And for older adults, this becomes even more dangerous, because a sudden drop in blood pressure increases the risk of falls. Now here's what makes this tricky. It doesn't always feel like a supplement issue. It can feel like dehydration or fatigue, so the connection is often missed. But if your blood pressure is already low, adding magnesium without guidance can push it too far. And if you think that's concerning, the next warning sign affects something even more critical, your heart's electrical system. Warning sign 3, heart rhythm issues. Now we come to something even more serious, your heart rhythm. Your heart doesn't just beat randomly. It follows a precise electrical pattern that keeps blood flowing properly through your body. And magnesium plays a role in that system. In balanced amounts, it helps regulate those signals. But when levels become too high, it can slow those signals down, especially if you already have an underlying heart condition. This includes things like a naturally slow heart rate or existing rhythm irregularities. In these cases, extra magnesium can interfere with how your heart communicates internally. And that can lead to unusual fatigue, weakness during normal activity, or a feeling that your heart isn't beating steadily. In more severe situations, the rhythm can become dangerously slow or irregular. And here's what makes this difficult to recognize. It doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it just feels like low energy or mild discomfort. But underneath, your heart may be struggling to maintain its normal pace. That's why people with heart rhythm conditions need to be especially cautious. Because even something considered healthy can have the opposite effect when the timing isn't right. But even if your heart is perfectly healthy, there's another risk that most people completely overlook, and it has to do with the medications you take every day. Warning sign 4, medication interactions. This next warning sign is one of the most overlooked, and also one of the most dangerous. Magnesium doesn't just affect your body on its own. It can also interact with medications. And in some cases, those interactions can reduce how well your medications work, or change how your body responds to them. For example, magnesium can bind to certain antibiotics in your stomach, which prevents them from being fully absorbed. That means the medication may not work as intended, even though you're taking it correctly. It can also interact with heart medications, muscle relaxants, and certain drugs used for long-term conditions, and the effects aren't always obvious. Sometimes, it simply makes a treatment less effective. Other times, it can amplify side effects like low blood pressure or excessive relaxation in the body. Now here's what makes this risky. Many people take supplements and medications at the same time without realizing they can interfere with each other. And because magnesium is often seen as safe, This connection is rarely questioned, but timing and combination matter. A simple overlap can change how your body reacts. But here's what makes this even more confusing. The same magnesium that can cause problems in some people is exactly what others are missing. And when your body is low on it, it doesn't stay silent, it starts sending signals. Now, here are the signs your body may need magnesium. Sign number 5, muscle cramps and twitching. One of the most common signs your body may need magnesium starts with your muscles. Have you ever been about to fall asleep and suddenly your leg tightens into a painful cramp, or noticed your eyelid twitching for no clear reason? These may seem small, but they're often early signals, because magnesium plays a key role in how your nerves and muscles communicate. It helps your muscles relax after they contract. Without enough of it, your nerves can become overactive, almost like electrical signals that don't switch off properly. And when that happens, your muscles respond with cramping, twitching, or sudden tightness. Some people also notice tingling in their hands or feet, or a feeling that their muscles fatigue faster than usual. Now here's what makes this important. These signs are often ignored. People assume it's dehydration or just part of aging, but in many cases, it's your body asking for something it's missing. And when that need is met, those symptoms often begin to settle down, not instantly, but gradually. But this is just one way your body signals a problem, and the next one is something many people experience every single day without realizing what's behind it. Sig number 4, stress and poor sleep. Now here's a sign many people live with every day and don't connect to magnesium at all: stress. If you often feel tense, anxious, or find it hard to relax, your body may be running low on magnesium. Because magnesium plays a key role in calming your nervous system, it helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol. And when levels drop, your body stays in a more alert state than it should. Research has shown that people with lower magnesium levels are more likely to experience anxiety and sleep disturbances. In fact, some studies suggest magnesium deficiency is linked to increased stress sensitivity and poorer sleep quality. Now here's something important. Stress doesn't just result from low magnesium, it also causes it. When you're under stress, your body actually uses and loses more magnesium, so it becomes a cycle. More stress, less magnesium, less magnesium, more stress. And for many people, this shows up as restless nights, racing thoughts, or waking up tired. Not dramatic, but constant. And over time, it adds up. But stress isn't the only reason your levels can drop, because for many people, the real issue is something they don't even notice happening inside their body. Sig number 3, age and poor absorption. Now here's something that becomes more important with time: absorption. After the age of 50, your body doesn't absorb nutrients the same way it used to. Your stomach produces less acid, your digestive system becomes less efficient, and as a result, even if you're eating well, your body may not be getting what it needs. Magnesium is especially affected by this. Studies suggest that older adults are significantly more likely to have low magnesium levels, even when their diet appears adequate. Some estimates show that up to 30–50% of older adults may not absorb nutrients efficiently enough to meet their needs. And here's the problem. This doesn't always show obvious signs at first. It happens quietly. You eat the same foods, but your body responds differently. And over time, that gap begins to show. Energy feels lower. Recovery feels slower. Your body doesn't feel as responsive, and your hair, muscles, and nerves can all be affected. This is why many people feel like they're doing everything right, but still don't feel the same. Because intake is only part of the equation. Absorption is what actually makes the difference. And for many people, the next reason is even more surprising, because it's not about age, it's about what your body is losing every single day. Sig number 2, medication and lifestyle loss. Now here's something many people never consider. It's not just what your body lacks, it's what your body is losing. Certain medications can quietly reduce your magnesium levels over time. For example, diuretics, often used for blood pressure, increase urination. And along with water, your body also loses essential minerals like magnesium. The same goes for acid-reducing medications. They lower stomach acid, which makes it harder for your body to absorb nutrients properly. Over time, this creates a slow deficiency. There's also lifestyle. Regular alcohol consumption and even high caffeine intake can increase magnesium loss. And here's the key point. This doesn't happen overnight, it builds gradually. You may not notice it day to day, but over weeks and months your levels drop, and when they do, your body starts to feel it. But even with all these factors, there's one sign that often shows up first, and it's something many people mistake for normal aging. Sig number 1, fatigue and low energy. Now we come to one of the most overlooked signs: low energy. If you often feel tired, even after resting, your body may be lacking something essential. Magnesium plays a key role in energy production. It helps your cells create and use energy efficiently. Without enough of it, your body struggles to keep up. Research has shown that low magnesium levels are associated with increased fatigue and reduced physical performance because your muscles and cells simply don't have the support they need. And here's what makes this confusing. It doesn't feel like a deficiency. It feels like aging. You feel slower, less motivated, easily drained, and many people accept it as normal. But in some cases, it's not. It's your body lacking the support it needs to function properly. And when that gap is addressed, energy often begins to return. But knowing the signs is only part of the solution, because how you take magnesium matters just as much as whether you take it at all. How to take magnesium safely. Now here's where most people make mistakes, not in whether they take magnesium, but how they take it. First, dosage matters. For most people, around 100-200 mg per day is a safe starting point. More isn't always better. In fact, taking too much can lead to digestive issues like diarrhea or discomfort. Second, the type matters. Forms like magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate are better absorbed and easier on the stomach, while others, like magnesium oxide, are less effective for general use. Third, timing matters. Taking magnesium on an empty stomach can cause irritation. It's usually better to take it with food. And if you're taking medications, spacing them at least 2 hours apart can help avoid interactions. There's also balance. Magnesium works alongside nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, so taking it in isolation without considering your overall intake can limit its benefits. And finally, start slow. Give your body time to adjust, because when used correctly, magnesium can support your body in powerful ways. But even with all these rules, there's one thing most people get wrong. Magnesium isn't a magic solution. They treat it like something everyone should take. Some people take it every day, even when their body doesn't need it. Others ignore the signs when their body clearly does. That's where things go wrong. Because magnesium isn't about taking more, it's about taking it at the right time. Your body already gives you signals. You just have to pay attention. So here's a simple question to think about. Do you actually need magnesium, or could it be working against you right now? We're building a community here to support your strong, healthy comeback. If this helped you, I'd truly appreciate a like, and if you subscribe. Also share it with someone you love, and join me in the next video for another simple step toward better health.